California club and high school swimming and water polo coach. Also finds a little time to practice law. Ladies and gentlemen, Samuel.
All right, Gene, I'm going to cede my 5 minutes to the rest of the committee. Is that okay? Take some of the pressure off. I'm sort of overwhelmed by the number of people who came tonight to show me a little respect. And it's just incredible. They've got this group of kids here that played for me in high school. Adriana, who was an All-American and a member of the U.S. team, and she played for me in high school. And then an incredible group of athletes who played for me, with me in college. Sometimes when you watch me play water polo, they were playing for me. I don't know how many of you guys know who Allen Iverson was, but I sort of had the same reputation. You know, if you throw me the ball, you aren't going to get it back, right? So it took a lot of courage to play with me. Anyway, I wanted to thank Mike and John and Gene, and especially Lynn, who I think really promoted the notion that I would be out here today. And of course, the work of Sparta and San Jose State in general. There's no real issue that San Jose State sort of bent the curve on my life. I showed up here as an afterthought at a recruiting trip. 2 really spectacular young athletes played with me in high school, one of which played with the UCLA guys who are here, who had the great pleasure of eliminating us from the NCAAs 3 times in a row. And I thank them and come here and gloat over their success and join me. And I showed up here as a freshman, and I didn't play that summer, and we were practicing out at West Valley. And I remember distinctly that first week there was 2 scrimmages going on, which means they take 15 guys on the team, which means there was about 26 guys scrimmaging, and I was down at one end of the pool, shooting wet shots in 3 feet of water with 3 guys who I never really learned who they were. And in a matter of weeks, suddenly, completely unexpected to me, I was playing on what was the reigning national championship team in starting. And Rich was Rich. My scholarship is worth $100 a semester. No reflection on your age, but I'm just saying. I got the big money. So, you should have waited. So, I got the opportunity to play with all these incredible athletes, and there's some of them here that I'm hoping with all my heart end up in the Hall of Fame. Fred Belcher and Mike Monsees and John Gabers. I'm really hoping for them to make this step because they are tremendous players and they deserve this recognition. I was sitting in Santa Barbara Airport when they called me, and those are my grandsons.
Yep.
Shut up, boys. So they're so proud of my kid. They were surprised as anybody. I was sitting in Santa Barbara Airport, and John called me, and I got this 408 call, and I'm a lawyer, so when people call me and I don't have caller ID, it's never good news for me generally. But I decided to go and give it a win, and he told me I'd gotten into I was nominated for the Hall of Fame, and I was shocked at how much it sort of overwhelmed me. I had to go to a corner of that beautiful little airport there and sit in the corner because I was really concerned somebody might think that I had suffered some great loss. I was really so choked up, and I had no idea. And then I had a chance to reflect on it, and I thought, the reason is that this experience that I had really, as John said, really became to identify who I was as a person. That 4 years changed the course of my life so dramatically. They put me on this great team, and I became an All-American. I got to play for the United States, and I got to play internationally, and I got to win medals, and I got to play in Australia with Lon, with the boys back there, Freddie. And we had a great time, and I had a great deal of success there. And I realized that that time was past now, and I will never go back there again. But I get to revisit emotionally because it was just so important to me, and I get to come here tonight and have that emotional experience one more time and remember the joy that was that experience. And it just really, I mean, I suppose I should be funny with it, but it gripped me. And I realized that this is going to be, for me, the seminal award of my life. The bronze medal and all that stuff is a secondary medal to what I'm going to get tonight, because it's going to be my legacy, it's going to be part of my family legacy, it's going to be part of my grandchildren's legacy. It's going to be an homage to two great parents that I had, and a great wife, and great kids. I had the best kids in the world. I never got a call from a teacher, I never got a call from a cop, I never got a call from a neighbor. They all have incredibly important jobs. They engage in social justice, they care about the outcome of the society, and I'm so gifted, and this gets to be part of their family legacies. And so maybe I'm getting carried away here, but I'm enormously grateful for that. And it is true that in almost every conversation I ever get in, you know, I hate to admit it, at least initial conversation with anybody, in the first 2 or 3 minutes, what does come up is I played water polo, but not just that I played water polo, but I played here. Because I think San Jose State, I had an opportunity to speak to our president, and San Jose State is an institution that affords kids an opportunity who may not otherwise have it to pursue an athletic career. Water polo doesn't have a lot of money. You come here and play, and you come because you want to play, and you get to come to a first-rate school, and you get to come to a school that's affordable. And that, my friends, I think is a form of social justice as well. And I hope that we continue to add other programs that can afford that same opportunity to kids who may not be able to send their kids, no offense to my dear son, to USC or Stanford or all these other great institutions. I've got nothing against them, but this place gives you the opportunity to do that. We raised $3.5 million and self-funded our water polo program because Gene was kind enough to give us that opportunity. We did it. I know, Gene, I'm kind of big. Okay, so last thing.
All you need is a coach.
Yeah, I got a coach. Where's Walt? I had the best coach in the country. That's the most organized coach I've ever seen in my life. You want to know how to coach a team? Get Lee Walton come and give you 5 minutes of his time. We never wasted a second of practice. And we were good. And we were good with a bunch of guys who were overlooked and under-recruited and undervalued. We did not get all the superstars. We got no superstars. And there's only one thing that makes that wheel turn, and that's a great coach and a great organized coach. We didn't waste endless hours. We were efficient. 2 hours of practice, and we were undefeated in the country twice. In the regular season, and we dodged nobody. Thank you all. I hope you continue to support San Jose State. I'm sorry I didn't get to do a read-off of all the great people who are here to support me because they are outstanding people. Greg Arth and Jim Ferguson and all these kids, and Phil Boat, who came from Cal. They played at other schools that I played against, and they are great people. So, anyway, continue to support this great school, this great opportunity for kids in the future. If I could just do a shout-out to the track team, I'll sit down, I promise. But I'm a huge believer in social justice. It's a big part of who I am and what I care about in life. And my parents passed it on to me because they believed in it every minute of the day. They gave people underprivileged opportunities. And those guys and their courage mean all the world to me, and the fact that I'm here tonight with them means even more. Thank you.